The secret legal history of Dhar, man. Let's see what type of acts this man partook himself into, man.
Dhar man has one of the most unique
Like, he just looked like he did some too. Like, just look at him.
reputations online. A combination of being one of the most wholesome creators while also
Dang, only 720? I'm surprised. With this type of editing, bro, I expect like 1440p, bro. Seriously.
being a cringe content factory. And with over 20 million subscribers, you most definitely know who he is with or against your will. But lots of people don't really seem to know what's behind the motivational messages. Before Dhar became an internet sensation, he had several issues with businesses going against legal protocol, very big disputes with business partners, and even being accused of defrauding the city of Oakland for tens of thousands of dollars. Overall, Dhar has a very shady rise to where he is right now. So let's cut the bullshit and get right into it. Dhar man was born in 1984 in America after his parents immigrated from India with $7 and big dreams. They settled in Oakland, California, where they saw big opportunities for the transportation industry. They founded the taxi company Friendly Cab, which ended up being the biggest taxi company in that area. Dhar's parents were often so busy that they really didn't spend much time with him, so they showered him with money instead. Because they weren't around a lot, instead of being able to give me their time, they gave me money to do things. In order to have love and live a meaningful life, you have to have money. Now, the taxi company was very successful and provided big economic benefits in Oakland. Dhar's parents also delved into—
Not tripping, or does every time he finishes a sentence, he's just like, it's like a little bit of like more of an oomph to her, like a. Let's see.
The real estate business as well, and ended up owning over 130 properties in Oakland. Now, these included
Oakland. Like, he kind of stretches out his words a little bit, like, like oh my gosh, like,
vacant
I might be tripping, bro.
lots, commercial properties, single-family homes, etc. And this was all,
Bro, yo, I'm telling you, listen, bro, you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it. I'm not tripping.
also a very successful business venture for them, but they also engaged in very shady practices. Many of the properties that they purchased violated tons of safety policies to the point where they were uninhabitable, and they intentionally misled tenants that had very limited English and little money. There is a long list of all of the hazards that were in these homes. One of the families that even rented for them claimed that they were temporarily homeless because of the safety concerns. Over time, this caught up with the family very badly, and they ended up having to pay over $3.9 million to the city of Oakland. It was also revealed that Dhar's parents were very big donators to very large political figures in the area, which came under very big scrutiny at the time of these lawsuits. Dhar's direction in life was very heavily inspired by his parents, as he wanted to become an entrepreneur just like them. But along the way, he also inherited lots of their shady and dishonest practices as well. Following in their footsteps, Dhar got into the real estate business at 19 years old. With some hefty investment money from his parents and lots of connections in the industry, he was able to start his own company. He would purchase various properties to renovate and then would rent or sell those properties to customers. Basically what your average real estate company normally does. But just like with what his parents did, a lot of these properties were still sold in undesirable conditions. And because of this, Dhar faced some legal issues. The details of what he specifically did and what he faced is not very clear, but considering that he was doing some illegal practices and also was a newcomer in a very intense industry, this quickly became one of his first of many failures. He then founded Wealthy Cars, which was a company that would rent high-end luxury cars to buyers. This failed pretty soon after. He then founded Avenue Loans, which was a mortgage refinancing company. Now, this company would help homeowners by trying to save money on their monthly payments or reduce interest rates on their mortgages. This also failed very soon after. At 26 years old with multiple failed businesses, Dhar did not know where to go next. Until one day,
Man, I would have called it quits, man. You better than me. You better than me. Yeah. If you want it, bro. You gonna get it.
one of his offices was broken into by a tenant of his.
Just get it the right way, though. Don't do what he doing. Don't let Dhar man be your the person you look up to. Don't let him be, you know what I'm saying, your idol.
Dhar saw that that tenant was secretly using the space to grow plants there. Instead of calling the cops, Dhar saw this as an opportunity, and so—
You say chemical? Did he say chemical plants? Oh, is that a bad word?
he decided to get into the medical industry.
Don't tell me he said coke. Don't tell me he said coke. Nah, that don't even make sense. No.
But before we continue, I need to tell you guys about Incognito.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I seen it. I just wanted to give you a little bit of leeway. I was like, maybe he's not. There's no way this nigga gonna change the fit mid video, and it's not an ad. Come on now. When I start getting my ass, I'm gonna start hitting y'all niggas with shit like that too.
Annual plan. Now back to the video. Thanks, Incognito. But he didn't really know anything about growing the stuff per se. So instead, he decided to form a company that would sell equipment for other growers to use. And even though Dhar had only actually seen a marijuana plant for the first time 2 years before, he saw this as a very big opportunity. Now, Dhar's father was not big on this, but Dhar had the vision. He rented a warehouse from his father in Oakland and started selling hydroponic equipment, calling the company We Grow. Now, even though Dhar was an experienced entrepreneur, this was a territory that he just did not.
I'm gonna lie, he looked black. Like, he looked mixed here, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that beard connection is crazy. Why is your sideburns looking? Nah, you deserve to get whatever happens to you, bro. You deserve that shit. This beard lineup is atrocious. But a sideburn skinny, and all of a sudden what? Yo. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that don't make no sense, bro.
Not know anything about. He was extremely unfamiliar with the industry. He needed someone that was experienced and would help give Dhar guidance. And that's when he was approached by Derek Peterson, an investment banker at Morgan Stanley. Now, Derek was a very well-respected man on Wall Street and had quite a lot of interest in working in the medical industry. Dhar took a liking to Derek and proposed an idea. Derek would start his own company, Grow-Op. His company would manufacture and sell the equipment to Dhar's company, and Dhar would then sell that equipment to other customers. Dhar and Derek would respectfully have shares in each other's companies and would profit off of each other's success. Derek liked the idea, left Morgan Stanley, and partnered with Dhar to take over the world. And they were already met with pretty quick success. Now, probably thanks to the giant warehouse that Dhar rented from his dad, the business was already getting some pretty quick recognition. In its first year, Grow-Op already profited $2 million, which was giving them an estimated $15 million to $16 million market cap. That is insane for a first year. They were dominating Oakland and already planned to open up 75 more warehouses in different states. The two of them made the cover of Mother Jones magazine, and Dhar even planned on filming a reality show pilot called Hempire. Dhar was finally getting his big break and becoming rich like he knew he was destined to be. But the success was very limited.
No, I'm not gonna lie, this for sure AI. Did y'all type in Indian nigga wearing a suit looking outside the skyscrapers? Like, I need to know what y'all specifically typed for this right here. Cause why his ears look like that? Come on, man.
Pretty soon after, Dhar and Derek started not seeing eye to eye, and Dhar decided to slowly separate from Derek. That very same year, Derek was accusing Dhar of many shady practices, including lying to him about WeGrow's financials, not reimbursing Derek for the $50,000 that was owed to him, and also failing to employ vendors and employees. This was a fucking Hondro Ponzi scheme, for lack of a better term. Derek then sued Dhar for all of the unpaid debts. However, Dhar claimed that Derek was fabricating all of this just to get back at him for trying to slow down on their partnership. Dhar successfully countersued Derek and earned stake in Derek's company. Dhar won, but this was a very short-lived victory, because the very next year, Dhar was being charged for defrauding the city of Oakland for tens of thousands of dollars. So how did this happen? Now, at the time, Dhar was working again on a different real estate company and submitted documentation for a rebeautification program, which is basically when someone improves the aesthetics and renovates parts of the city and gets reimbursed for it. Dhar claims that he was repairing and renovating certain aspects of the city at the time. However, many of the invoices and the documents that he submitted seemed to be false. He was falsely claiming that he made renovations that were never made, and was also lying about how much money he was actually spending on certain repairs. This costed Oakland an estimated $44,000. Dhar was charged on 13 different counts for defrauding the program.
Jeez, 13? Yeah, you deserve that shit. That's crazy.
He was facing up to 5 years in jail, but took a plea deal. He pleaded no contest to the 5 counts and paid nearly $40,000 in fines, and was sentenced to 5 years probation. In 2021, he claims that the charges were expunged, but it's unsure. This forced Dharman to close the WeGrow business, and this ruined his reputation as a businessman. Dhar was now officially at his lowest point in life. He was was 30, broke, depressed, and had a horrible reputation in the media. He was living his biggest nightmare, being a failure. But 2014 would be the beginning for Dhar Mann's turnaround. That would be the year that he met his soon-to-be wife, Laura Avila. Together, they were looking for a new opportunity, so Dhar founded the makeup company Live Glam with only $600. Live Glam was a subscription service that would deliver monthly trendy beauty products, and this was pretty successful very quickly. And Dhar was pretty well prepared to lead this company to victory. One of the biggest aspects that made it so successful was the use of social media. Having content creators and influencers promote the product helped it reach
What's good? Hello. How are you?
the right audience. And soon enough, Dhar was rich once again. But just like every single one of his businesses, this one also had some pretty shady stuff behind it. Many people reported that after they would use their cards to purchase from Live Glam, they would notice very, very large charges on their credit card very soon after. Either people were secretly using this info or they had a very, very poor security system. And while it may have seemed coincidental, it was very coincidental for this amount of people to say the very same thing. There were also a lot of
You know what? I'm confused. What do you do? Hold on, wait. What are you watching? Alright, so there's this man called Dhar Mann. He makes basically YouTube skits, just trying to speak on real life topics. And this is his background. This is how, I guess this is him before he came on YouTube. Just kind of talk about his history and like what he's done, and like I guess I don't know, like he's still like I guess not as relevant no more, or I don't know, something like that though. We're just going through his past though, that most people don't know about, aka me, because I was curious.
reported issues with trying to cancel subscriptions, receiving damaged products, and very, very
He
bad
was abusing his actresses. Word. We might hear that here. Then we might hear that here.
customer service and
crazy.
lots of other things as well. However, to this day, Live Glam is still a very, very successful cosmetic company. He was now back on top, living the dream. And now with his new success, he had time to
Hey, what's good? What's good, Pika? What's good?
focus on some of his other hobbies. So he started taking dance lessons. He found an experienced dance instructor who would teach him every week. However, one day the instructor did not show up. Dhar was confused and frustrated by the absence, so he texted the instructor. After receiving no reply, he continuously texted the instructor in a very, very aggressive manner. The instructor's dad responding to Dhar, letting him know that his son recently just took his own life. The news put Dhar into tears. He was ashamed and felt terrible for being so quick to anger against someone that was going through such a terrible time. It was an eye-opening moment for Dhar that really changed his perspective on life. And he now felt it was his purpose to give people that exact same opinion.
Dhar Mann videos put me on. Put you on a what? Put you on a what? Man, I don't even think I can actually sit through and watch one. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I mean, oh, piss you off. Oh, I thought you meant put you on. I'm like, what you mean put me on? I'm like, huh? I'm like, you one of them? Nah, yeah, they do be, yeah. It's really like, the acting be killing me, bro.
Epiphany. And with the money that he made from Live Glam, he founded Dhar Mann Studios in 2018, a channel with high quality production skits that would leave the viewer with a powerful moral message. Dhar hired an entire production team and actors to get this production going, and quickly it already gained success. One of his very first videos, Before You Take Someone for Granted, went pretty viral on Facebook. It depicted a man who starts yelling at his wife for the house being messy and barely doing anything all day, which then reveals that the mom in reality puts in a ton of work to help take care of the kids and do various chores around the house. Dhar narrates the entire video of how important it is to show appreciation for people and gives the viewers a very nice wholesome message. Even though it was one of his very first videos, it already went viral and soon translated to YouTube as well. Dhar quickly figured out how to use the algorithm to his advantage. His thumbnails with a person zoomed in face of them doing a very animated expression while also having extremely clickbaity titles such as Gold Digger Dumps Boyfriend then regrets her decision. Sister ashamed of her disabled brother, she instantly regrets it. Kid to be in charge for 24 hours, what happens next is shocking. Always worked like a charm. These were perfect eye-grabbing thumbnails and titles that guaranteed people to click on the video. And with having TV studio-like quality,
Never
it definitely
appealing to me,
helped
bro.
people to stick around and watch the whole thing. In 3 years, Dhar would already break over 4 million subscribers. One of the fastest rising channels ever. He went from posting weekly to now posting every single single weekday, putting more and more focus and energy into the brand. And clearly it was working. New York Times deemed him the moral philosopher of YouTube. However, he had a pretty mixed reputation. His videos were getting tons of views, but lots of people saw his content as very cringy and corny, with very cheap dialogue that just spoon-fed the most basic and generic message.
I'm not the type to be like, I'm not the type to go to a video and comment like, man, this video trash. Look, man, I just don't like it, and I'm not gonna tell you, bro, because at the end of the day, what's that gonna change? I just don't mess with this stuff. That's why I don't watch it. It was always crazy to me, bro. Philosopher is crazy, absolute glaze. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that philosopher stuff is kind of not even a, man, that shit more than a stretch. That's OD, very OD. Treating him like he the Messiah, man. Not acting was so bad. I don't even remember which video I watched, but the only thing that can stick in my head is just like how bad the acting was. I gotta remember, bro. Oh, I remember. It was, oh my, it was so messed up, bro. It was so messed up. It was, matter of fact, let me, you know what? I'm gonna show you a little clip of it, bro. I'm gonna show you a little clip of it if I remember. I gotta search it up though after this. 58K. This man finna have 100K by next week, bro. I bet you he'll have 100K next week. It don't make no sense though.
Messages. It wasn't really that revelating. It felt like those very cheap programs that they would show in school to tell kids not to bully each other. He became the laughingstock of reaction channels that would laugh constantly at all of his corny content. However, it's not like,
speaking of reaction channels, ain't this
reaction
ain't dude right here a weirdo? Am I wrong? I seen some stuff on him, bro. Ain't this dude a weirdo? Ain't this dude a weirdo? Cody something? Cody Cole? I think I'm right. Perfect decryption. Hey, man.
Channels that would laugh constantly at all of his corny content. However, it's not like Dhar wasn't aware of this. It was almost his intention. Older people were not really the audience. It was young kids that were really being captivated by this content that were big fans of him. It was simple, digestible, and inspired wholesomeness. Dhar took this criticism in good faith and even had people that were roasting him be featured on the skits. Considering how well his channel was doing, I don't think he cared about a couple people making fun of him. But most of all, Dhar felt he was making a difference. He wasn't just telling stories, he was changing lives.
What are you watching?
Video. Can you close the door, please?
Huh?
Can you close the door, please?
Yes, you know, do you know why I'm in trouble?
I mean, like, close the door all the way in. Are you coming inside or no? Oh, bro.
Lives. Dharman was finally achieving his goal to become rich and successful, and now he was doing it through his passion. Before he knew it, he broke over 20 million subscribers on YouTube, and he started multiple channels, including a podcast where he featured giant creators like Mr. Beast and Charlie D'Amelio. That was until February 6, 2023, when
Yeah, he's going crazy with these emos.
And Dixie DM me. And Mark DM me.
This man know everybody. He talking about, I know him. Like, bro. I'm about to start drawing out my emotes. That'll be pretty fun. I'm about to start drawing them out.
tons of actors were protesting outside of Dharman Studios. What the hell?
Bro, what? Are we serious?
23, when tons of actors were protesting outside of
Yeah, that's yeah, that's tons of actors, man. That's a lot, man. I guess.
Dharman Studios. What the hell was going on? One of the actors took to TikTok that they were protesting because the actors were not being paid fairly. Now to give
Yeah, I heard of this. This is the only one I heard. And I was like, I know there's more. I just never like really looked it up to like find out.
Some explanation, the actors were not necessarily employees, they were independent contractors. They only get called in when they're needed. And since they're not employees, they don't really receive the benefits of being an employee, such as a salary. When Dhar Studios was just starting, they were completely fine with this at first because there wasn't really that much money being involved. But now that the brand had become much more profitable, it seemed like it was affordable to pay them more. And every single actor was struggling to pay rent while Dhar was making millions.
As an actor at Dhar Studios, I am just a contract player. I have no employment there. I am just sort of called every now and then, as are all the other actors. And it just is not sustainable. And there are a lot of issues at hand here, but one of the main issues is that not a single actor that works at Dhar Studios can afford rent.
So all the actors requested a meeting.
That made no sense, bro. You got over 20 mil? Seems reasonable, you think so?
With Dhar so that they can address their concerns. But when the meeting came about, the head of production and HR were present, but Dhar was not. The actors specifically wanted to meet with Dhar so that they can directly address their concerns, and they were not going to have the meeting until that was met.
The trouble is, there's a culture at the studio of if you talk, you're out. So we decided to come together as a group and talk collectively with our boss, Dhar.
Bro, what? Today was something else. Oh, what's good, Harry? What's been going on? Talking about the protest itself, not the salary. Oh, yeah. Okay, I was gonna say salary. I was like, yeah, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Okay. Thanks for the context.
Sent a letter to him, a hard copy and an email. The email was CC'd to the head of production as well, so that we made sure that Dhar got it, but it was addressed to Dhar. It was delivered to Dhar. That letter was forwarded to the HR department, which we are not employees of Dhar Studios. We are contract players. So exactly what we have to do with HR, we're not entirely sure. But it was forwarded over there. We were contacted, said we could have a meeting to discuss our issues. That meeting was pushed several times, changed on us. When we finally got to the meeting, we had reiterated that we wanted it to be with Dhar. Dhar was not there. And we said, well, we are not going to have the meeting until Dhar is here. You guys can be here, the head of production, the head of HR. That's great. We'd love for you to be there too, so everybody's on the same page. But our meeting is with our boss, the person who signs our contracts.
However, this was refused. So they all protested and refused to work until Dhar heard their concerns. Regular actors who were in some of Dhar's most popular videos came forward one by one describing their instances on set. One of the main was being a very, very toxic work environment. If you spoke up, you were kicked out. And the work culture became so bad, one of the actors, Brianna Walker, had a very, very serious health condition that caused her body to swell and put her life at risk at certain times. The work culture was so bad that one time when she experienced a reaction, she tried to hide it because she was afraid that her job would be put at risk. However, she wasn't able to hide it anymore and did receive medical attention. This did shut down production temporarily, but she was assured that her job would not be affected by it. However, after the event, she was never called back again, and was never given a reason as to why. So, it's only left with one conclusion.
First off, the whole production team knew that I had a medical condition to where my face swells up, I get hives all over my body, my tongue swells up, and my lips swell up, where I have to use an EpiPen or be rushed to the hospital. Without this, I can die. I even take daily medication because of this. So for the shoot,
So yeah, hold on. I was gonna say, let me let her explain herself before I speak.
I had a bad.
What's happening? I'm so out of it. So I don't know if you know who Dhar is. He basically makes like YouTube skits that involves life lessons at the end of it.
I know Dhar.
Yeah. And basically he does that, and
Is there a secret behind it?
Huh?
Is there a secret behind it?
Behind what?
Behind the Dhar.
No.
It's a secret illegal history of Dhar.
Yeah.
So that means there's a big secret.
Yeah. I watch Kai YouTube. Nah, yeah. See, I seen him like once or twice, but I know he's pretty popular. But yeah, he just basically makes life lesson skits and just corny acting. It's funny. But I think he's a producer, like the director or something like that. But basically going through his course of actions before he, you know, became this person on YouTube. And yeah, this is a girl speaking on how, you know, what she had to go through and what she had to put her body on the line for some of these videos. And yeah, let me let her explain herself though.
Allergic reaction. So when I came to set, the director noticed that I was a little off. Everything was off about me. I was not feeling too well, but I still wanted to work because I knew what could happen to me if I didn't finish these scenes. I felt that I was going to be fired, and I told them that, and I was crying and everything, and Shantae told me that, oh, nothing's going to happen. It's going to be okay. He isn't going to fire you or anything. But after that, I was never hired back again.
Another actress, Jaslyn Nicolette, described an instance where she agreed to do a Halloween TikTok for Dhar's page, and that video...
I bet when we finish up, next thing here is... yeah, I ain't gonna lie, if you don't know PewDiePie, like, you don't even gotta like PewDiePie. You know? Okay.
Would consist of Dhar chasing her around with a knife. Now, you'd think that this would be a fake prop knife, but it wasn't. The event was so traumatic for Jaslyn that she left the studio in emotional distress.
I was doing a TikTok video with Dhar, and it was around Halloween time, so he was supposed to be chasing me with a weapon. There was a security guard on set, and Dhar was asking, what weapon should I use? I was assuming that it was going to be a not real weapon, a prop weapon. But he turns to the security guard gives him a real knife and points the knife at me. I said I was unsafe. I had to reiterate that I felt unsafe doing this. I then proceeded to run out of the studio crying. I had a complete meltdown.
Jaslyn never received an apology from Dharman himself, but from the head of production. And to make up for this, they promised that they would have assistant directors on set, but this was never delivered. All of these stories coming about, people were starting to question the authenticity of Dhar and his brand. It wasn't looking good for him. Hashtag protest Dharman was getting millions and millions.
Man, what you know about Vanoss gaming, bro? Cause I used to just play games before I went on YouTube. I was just playing games, bro. Vanoss gaming and a crew. Oh my gosh, man, take me back. That's when life was so simple and so sweet, man.
Millions of reposts, and he was posting a lot less on his channel because of the delay in production. The allegations were not addressed by Dhar himself.
Yeah, like I wasn't either. Like I never played him a lot. I just like watching it. It was funny. I was more of like a watcher than like a player. There was so many games I didn't have. I used to just watch it online and like watch them play it because your boy didn't have the money for him. I never seen Vanoss Don't Murder Me, bro. You're good. You're good. Vanoss, he's one of the few people that I used to watch. Yeah.
That is not fair because you don't have a bedtime and I do.
Can we not do this now? Okay. See, Harry, how do you... Sunday? Is this a Sunday? Sunday? I seen the name before. I seen a video. I was never OG though. I was never OG. I was never OG. Why is he mad about a bedtime? He's only doing this because he's in the room. He's forgetting I'm grown and he's a kid. Yeah, don't watch him no more. Bro, like it was a years ago I watched him and I was like, okay, he's cool. But after that I never watched him again. I was like, you know, I was never an OG fan though. Like I knew about him, but like I never tuned in. Like there's a lot of people I tune into, but I never was like continuously watching. But he's one of those people that's like, you know, he's cool. He seemed like he's a cool dude. Before his allegations. Oh, what? Oh, so is he just strictly Minecraft? I don't know.
But on the Dharman Studio Instagram page where they responded to every single accusation, they claim that when the actors set up the meeting to talk to Dhar, that they actually did not really require Dhar to be there, they just simply requested it, making it seem like as if it wasn't really necessary. When the meeting happened and Dhar was not present, the actors refused to dispute their claims and then just angrily left the meeting after a couple minutes. They denied the fact they don't pay their actors and they're actually extremely quick to do so. Dhar even even said himself that main actors get $33 to $44 an hour while extras get $18 an hour. However, it doesn't really seem to address what some of the actors are talking about. If they are being paid well, then why can't they afford rent or other basic necessities? They don't want money to afford a Lambo, they just want basic shit. Are the actors just being greedy and put the blame on Dhar? You could argue that the actors can just simply choose not to work with Dhar if they feel like these are not fair conditions. After all, no one's forcing them to sign a contract with him. They can just choose not to work with him. Having actors as independent contractors is a very, very standard protocol in the entertainment industry, so it's not like this is anything new. But the actors who worked with Dharman saw it more than a job. They saw it as family. They felt like they were making a real difference with their work, and they were happy at first to not accept a lot of money for it, but now it's made so much profit, so it felt reasonable to simply request the basic necessities of being an employee so that they can dedicate more time to it. Considering Dharman dropped $15 million on a mansion in Calabasas that was previously owned by Khloe Kardashian, it's pretty safe to say that he can afford to pay his employees a little more. Now, many of the other actors actually spoke against the protesting ones and claimed that they had amazing experiences working with Dharman. Dhar's most frequent actor, Catherine Norland,
It's that hush money. Either that, or he has like a selective crew that he actually like is, you know, more loyal to, I guess. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know.
And had nothing but praise for Dharman, claiming that being an actor for the Dharman Studios actually was the redeeming factor for her acting career. And every year that she was working on set, she received a raise every single time.
From the bottom of my heart, think that Dharman Studios is a great place to work.
Do she look real to you, bro? She look artificial. You believe in what's coming out of her mouth? She look artificial, bro. No. You look a little too jolly, bro. No, this is not a happy situation. Notice how the one main, yeah, exactly, that too. Yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out. That's facts.
And I am not being paid to say this. The studio,
Cha-ching.
not even Dharman, knows that I'm
That same money he gave to you, using that for your contacts.
making this video. My point
For those veneers in your mouth.
of view, I've seen kindness and generosity, and I see them putting out these
For that dress you got on. She definitely had bros wee wee woo woo.
beautiful messages. This is my experience. Most of you have already heard the other side from the actors who aren't happy. I think there's so many speaking up for that, and I don't see anyone speaking up in favor.
I'm just imagining he's probably like behind the camera, like with the bro. Behind the camera like this, bro. Like just she like, bro, I dare to say something wrong. Say something wrong. Look, you better look happy doing it too. Like, bro, I bet he's behind her just pissed.
Favor for Dhar in the studio, and I think it's because it's scary. It's scary to have your voice out there that goes contrary to the louder voices you're hearing. I've been thinking about doing this video for days, but honestly, I was too chicken. I was too chicken to be like, oh, the other actors are gonna hate me now. But when I've been seeing what they've been putting out, it was just grieving me. I've been sitting here weeping. So upset about this whole situation.
Other actors also said very similar things.
And in my eyes of what I've seen, he's been a good guy to me. And I'm not saying, oh, you're like this Uncle Tom, don't. No. I'm just saying from my.
Now he's back there helicoptering right now where the sign says, "You lie, no more." Yo. They gotta be some type of entanglement with them too, man. Like, you can't tell me. Cause if this is true and she talking like this, then he has a favorite, and that's his favorite right there. They for sure got something going on.
Point of view, from my vantage point, that's how I've been seen, and that's how I've been treated.
So I've only worked for Dharman for a little bit over 2 years, but my experience with them has always been amazing. Working on set at Dharman Studios is so fun. I've never felt uncomfortable, bullied, unsafe.
It's classism. Said easy. It could, honestly, I feel like it could just be money involved. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It could just be money involved. Who knows? But I guess, I mean, I don't really care about this shit. I ain't gonna lie. The young chick is his favorite. She's the one who gets it. Yo.
Yes, Mom?
Hey, she's calling you. You gotta go. She's calling you. Yeah. Alright, she's calling you. Gotta take some medicine. Yeah, just so you can feel better tomorrow. Alright. Bro, I started a stream and as soon as he see me starting a stream, he walks in my room and I was like, bro, come on, bro. He's only doing this because I'm in here. I need my room. I need a room to myself. I do.
And truly, I enjoy it so much.
Personally, I've had an amazing experience working with Dharman. I love the cast and crew, and I have never had an issue with being paid. Dharman Studios has opened up so many doors for me, and one of my first ever real acting jobs was with Dharman. When you're in the industry and when you're an actor, you take jobs from several different companies unless you have a contract.
One of the actors, Giovanna, left the protest after she felt like it was getting way too out of hand.
There are people who are saying that Dharman doesn't pay. I disagree wholeheartedly with that. That is not true. That has never been true for me. I've always been paid, and within like 24 to 48 hours. It is not right that the whole ship sinks because one bad apple wants revenge.
However, a lot of the people felt that what they were saying...
You're not an actor, you're an actress. He had to get that out the way. He had to get that out the way.
Wasn't very sincere and was just another one of their very unconvincing acting performances. So why stick up for Dhar? Possibly to seize the opportunity of sucking up to a powerful rich man who can give them all of the opportunities that they want. This gig could be way too good to give up if you are a desperate actor, even if you are not treated well. It's better than nothing, and seeing how many views it gets, some people are probably willing to put up with it. But it also could come from a place of sincerity. Maybe they didn't feel entitled to higher pay and just simply were grateful to be part of the project. Dhar was providing some very decent counter-arguments to all of these claims, but some shady stuff happened that changed this a little bit as well. Some of the actors posted very eerie videos retracting their claims of being on set.
I would like to make the following correction to the video I personally removed, posted on my TikTok on February 10th. Mr. Man did not put a dog in a shoebox and then try to cover it up.
Mr. Man.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at bro, freaking jaw, like goddamn, bro. Look at bro, this nigga facial structure is crazy, man. Like bottom half is, man, what the hell? This nigga's a literal mewing final boss. Bro. This man jaw perfect. What the this shit pissed me off. You're at restaurants. You're not a host. You're a hostess. You're not a waiter. You're a wait. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's like little stuff like that. Or is for me, it's low key like when someone uses the wrong. Fuck, I don't want to get this wrong, but they use the wrong word. They use the wrong words for shit. Like there, and there. Like when niggas use the wrong shits. Like and they sound so confident saying it too. Like texting it. I'd be like, bro, how do you not know you're theirs? Like, it's not that hard. It's not that hard, bro. It's not that hard. That should be irking me a little bit, but it's not that deep. It's not that deep. But I'd be like, bro, come on, bro. That dude got a death threat from the head honcho. Bro, do you think this is skit? I doubt it's
in a shoebox and then try to cover it up.
Mr. Man did not point or pull on me on set.
What? Yeah, that was she was a sandwich that was Lee just nah. Yeah. See, if I had a soundboard, I put the Mr. Krabs money, you know what I'm saying? But the way, nah, come on, man. You can't retract that. You can't just retract that after, you know what I mean, saying that. Like, nah, you can't, nah, that's, come on now.
Although there was an on-set that wasn't previously discussed.
The way they're talking, it's like they're being held at gunpoint. So what is going on? Well, apparently Dhar sent these actors cease and desist letters to retract
They respond to comments like yours? Oh, word? What they saying?
Their claims and protect his reputation. But this wasn't just it. TikToker Noah Glenn Carter posted a video where he was reporting on all of the protests that were happening, which was soon taken down by Dharman from a copyright claim.
Well, apparently Dharman is not a fan of my coverage because he copyright claimed this video I did on him. And as you can see right here, the claim was made by Dharman himself.
I didn't even know you can copyright claim a video on TikTok. Pretty weird that he would copyright claim a video that was just simply describing the protests that were happening.
Okay.
It's not like he was stealing Dhar's videos. Now, the protesting actors decided to completely leave Dharman Studios for good and make their own channel and post their own content on there. They posted an Indiegogo campaign for $10,000 to raise money for the channel. However, when one of the actors posted this campaign on TikTok, her video was taken down from a copyright claim by Dharman. This is even weirder. Trying to prevent ex-actors from promoting their own stuff is very, very shady work. It doesn't look good no matter.
Listen, I know we're in 2024 and all, but I don't have an issue with people changing genders and feeling like feeling how they want to feel. Like, that's cool. But like, when, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm putting it right here so I don't get in trouble.
But when MS gets so mad at me for accidentally calling him here, yeah, and then shove their release down my throat, stuff makes me more mad than a fat fuck at a salad bar. That's crazy. See, yeah. The thing is, if you generally don't know, I don't know, like, they gotta understand though, if you're not, just use they more. It's hard. See, look, the thing is, some people take it personal, some people don't, you know. I don't know, bro. It's I don't know. Like, I never been in that. Actually, I've been in that situation one time though. I ain't gonna lie. I called somebody ma'am. Whole time it was a sir, and I was like, oh. I was like, sorry, sir. But I will. But in the conversation, I'm gonna say ma'am or sir. But yeah, usually like the people I've encountered and I like accidentally misgendered them, they never take it personal because it's like they appear to be, they don't look like their current sex, you know what I mean? So it's just like a, you know, like anybody can make that mistake, bro. But the people who take it serious is like, bro, you can't expect me to like at least educate me. You don't gotta disrespect me, but you can at least educate me or inform me so I won't get it wrong next time. That's the best you can do. Like, some people get a little butthurt, and it's like, bro, I'm just trying to make sure I'm just making an assumption, bro. That's all I can do. But just educate me and inform me, bro. That's don't try to, you know what I'm saying, shit on me. Like, if they're cool about it, I would apologize and fix it. But when you get mad and disrespect me over it, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, there's no need for all that. Like, if I was to switch genders, I wouldn't expect, like, bro, if I look like this, bro, if I look like this and I turn to a woman and I get mad at somebody calling me a man, why would I trip out? Bro, I completely understand, bro. I completely understand. I do not look like a woman at all whatsoever. Just because you switch gender doesn't mean the whole world knows. Like, bro, it's not on a pedestal for everybody to see.
For what the context is. However, they would raise more than enough needed money and start posting content on their channel regularly. The last time that this would ever be addressed on Dharman's side was when he posted himself with all of the actors that were on his side while disputing all of the claims. And after that, it was never really talked about again from any.
The people who take it personally usually come from horrendous childhoods, seeing snaps like that, and it doesn't even involve genders. Really? Dang. What do you know? Oh, this pizza maker's from today, by the way. So you just went through something like this?
But this still left many questions left unanswered. Who was telling the truth? Were the actors making reasonable complaints and exposing Dharman for who he is, or were they simply just being greedy and ungrateful for the opportunity that he gave them? It's really hard to say. Everywhere that Dharman goes, trouble seems to follow him. Anytime he opened a business, it was never closed on good terms. It always seems like he tried to take shortcuts to get to the top and didn't really need to abide by the rules. Maybe it's because he was taught this by his parents. Maybe it's because all of his businesses were subsidized by his wealthy parents, or maybe it's just who he is. The protests really started to
So you have to shine a flashlight to make him go away.
exposed Dhar for who he truly might be and also revealed a lot of his shady past. Did he really learn some lessons the hard way, or was he simply just pulling another get-rich-quick scheme? The protest essentially did nothing for his channel, and he's been getting millions and millions
Let's go, Laura.
of views still every single day. It's like as if they never happened. The channel that was started by the other actors has not really posted in months and seems to be abandoned. If Dhar really is who he claims to be, then his channel and his reputation will be fine. But if he is truly a fraud, this will eventually be revealed. Maybe in a day, maybe in a month, maybe in a year. Time will tell.
Time will tell. Was the dark gonna come to light? It's facts. Explain the Purple Man lore. Man, I used to be on that stuff just like him, but the thing is, I hear it every single day. Every single day. Nigga left us a stream. Nah, I actually, my mom called, and then I left. We trying to run Smash. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.